Let's go through some breaking crypto data on some revolutionary crypto assets. First of all, Algorand soars 19% on Fifa partnership. It's going to be the official blockchain partner of the World Cup. That is huge visibility. This is what a blockchain with deep pockets does. They're putting their billions of dollars of investment capital to work. Algorand is early stage. The bull case has always been the institutional backing of this blockchain. They've bided their time and now they're putting that money to work. And it's going to be explosive what happens to this ecosystem. Let's talk about some other layer one blockchain assets. Let's see what's happening. So this is the total number of DEXs per chain, decentralized exchanges. Binance Smart Chain beating Ethereum. You have Avalanche, you have Phantom, you have Solana on there. While Ethereum may have more total value locked, these other blockchains are starting to get more activity, more decentralized exchanges. As the bull market returns, as crypto adoption happens, these assets are going to probably gain more and more market share from Ethereum because there's just more activity going on it. So to stay on top of that statistic, guys, let's move on to another revolutionary asset, Chiliz. This is showing the total fan engagement on the Soars app compared to Binance. So in the fan token polls, you have thousands of users on the Soars app per poll, and on the Binance Smart Chain, you have less, right? And so we know the massive partnerships Chiliz has made with huge sports teams, fan tokens. They do polls. They're getting lots of engagement. The network effects are growing. The Soars app is being used more and more. So we'll stay on top of that one. Another one I love to talk about is the Ethereum name service. So they just had 1 million total names created. They just reached a threshold. This is the way you want to get exposure to Ethereum if you don't want to buy the overpriced Ethereum blockchain token. But if Ethereum does well, ENS will do extremely well because these names, these .eth domain names that the ENS token governs, are just going to be more and more scarce. I think one just sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and the ENS token is like $1 to $2 billion in market cap. So we'll stay on top of that one. Guys, one last little update here is that the Phantom Foundation is partnering with API3. They're collaborating on a native migration with the Phantom Opera network. API3 will build and provide air-known compatibility with Phantom Opera. So API3 is an oracle competing with Chainlink, right? And API3 is doing some quantum computing, random number generating, computer science off-chain, bringing that to the smart contracts on the Phantom chain. It's really confusing, but it's bullish for API3 and good news for Phantom. Let's keep moving because what really matters here is when the bull market will return. When will the market realize how valuable these assets are and bring life-changing wealth to the early stage investors that are buying them now, right? Well, we have to follow Bitcoin. Bitcoin's still leader of the pack. Let's take a look at the supply-demand dynamics behind Bitcoin. So I've talked about how the mining supply dumped on the market has been shrinking. That's the orange. Black is the Bitcoin price. You can just see every halving cycle, it just plummets the amount of supply being brought online. And the price has still gone nowhere but up. So what's going to happen as the accumulation outstrips the supply brought on the market? Well, that's exactly what's happening right now. We get to see as the price melts up due to the supply-demand crunch that's unfolding. Now let's take a look at sentiment, investor psychology, okay? So the red is showing massive capitulation events in the Bitcoin price. Black is the Bitcoin price. You can just see that whenever you have this big red spike down, you have a defined market bottom, right? Easy market bottom. There's one, there's one, there's one. Now look, we haven't had one quite yet, which means that we could be in store for one, but I do strongly believe that these bottoms are going to be less and less over time as the price melts up and exponentially grows over time because of the supply and demand dynamics I'm talking about and the massive user adoption. We'll stay on top of all these updates.